Callum, we are doing a special Halloween spooktacular show from the Adelaide Jail tonight.
Yes, we're doing it with Alison from Haunted Horizons Ghost Tours, and we can't wait to see some ghosts, see what happens.
Hopefully we can see a few spooks.
Hopefully, let's go see them.
Let's go find some ghosts. But before we do, we need to make sure we're protected. We are joined by our resident spiritual counsellor, voice of the station, Mattia.
Hello.
Mattia, thank you for coming in and putting some protection on us before we go to the haunted Adelaide Jail.
It's the least I could do. My first tip would be white light protection. Before you go in, you want to picture yourself in a nice bubble of white light and imagine that around you. That's going to protect you. Tip number 2 would be don't engage with them. The third would be crystals. I have a couple right here.
Well, thank you for that.
But I still wasn't convinced. I wanted some more protection. So I asked Steph from Fresh Pulse if she had any advice.
So I have some advice. I am a bit of a crystal gal. Now I have 2 that you could dabble in. Some black tourmaline. It's a rock, it's a crystal, and it's black, but it's supposed to protect you against negative energy and all of that sort of stuff. If you're not into black tourmaline, you could also get some tiger's eye, which actually protects against evil spirits. It's made out of the eye of the tiger. Well, that's it, really. That's all I wanted to tell you. Get some crystals. If you really needed to, you could stand in a circle and put some salt around the perimeter of you too.
So, Alison, here at the Adelaide Jail, what is the spookiest thing you've seen or heard?
The one that sticks in my mind, the one I really can't explain, however hard I try and rationalise this one. 2007, you were going to lose the jail. It was going to get shut down. And we had 2 documentary makers come. They were going to make a documentary on ghosts. They didn't believe in ghosts. It was my job to take them around that night and tell them the lay of the land, what we'd had happen. And I had gone into the office. I'm going to get a torch. Gone, please, if you can do anything, please do it tonight. Because we need these guys convinced. And we need this to go forward so that we can save your home. Started in yard 3, one of them freaked out because he said something stroked his face. And he said it wasn't a cobweb, it wasn't a breath of air, he could feel the fingers running around his cheeks. He said it felt female.
How much did you bribe this guy?
And I started to talk about Sir. Now that's the nickname that we've given the guard that's been seen here. As I did that, we started to hear footsteps from around the corner where we first came in, up on the top gantry. If you heard them tonight, you were not going to go, was that a footstep? Because you could hear the click of the heel, you could hear the squeak of fresh leather as the foot lifted off again. Now the boots, the sound of the boots came to the top of the stairs here. I'm standing here going, yes, because their jaws dropped. It was like that. But what I didn't expect is what happened next, because it came down the stairs. Footsteps, all right, sound really boring, until you got the sound of heavy boots coming down these stairs towards you. It walked between me and the guide. You could clearly hear the boots coming past right here. There's no figure. The 2 documentary makers stepped aside because they said they felt an authoritative figure was coming through, and then we listened to it walking off down the hallway there at the door at the end. Absolutely mind-blowing. But I interviewed a guard a little bit later, just to back that story up in reality. I interviewed a guard after that a little bit later. So he heard a guard moving around, thought somebody had come off their break. He came out of the office there. He could hear somebody walking down the stairs. He could hear the boots. He could hear the jangling of the keys as if it was a guard. But the stairs are hollow. You can see through them. And he said there was just no legs. He just heard the sound.
Wow.
I'm like going, oh my God, that happened to me as well. I've actually experienced that.
So what's the story behind Sir?
We don't know. We haven't found any guard that ever died in the Adelaide Jail at all.
Where do you think he's heading towards? What's he doing?
I honestly think it was just performing.
Just doing just helping around.
At the end of the day, I stood there. I thought you could not choreograph that any better.
We should all ask Sir to come out and give us a performance tonight.
Come on, sir.
Do not try this at home. We were with a professional, but we tried to contact one of our relatives who actually died in the Adelaide Jail. Callum, this is Governor Ashton. He was the first governor here for the Adelaide Jail, and he was my great-great-great-grandpa.
Wait, so we got a historical figure here that's related to you in the jail.
Yeah. Now, apparently he has been spotted here. He hangs out. And we're going to try and get in contact with him right now.
Well, I feel like you need to make up for lost time here. You know, you have never met him before. If there's some way we can communicate with him.
Should we break out the Ouija board?
Yeah, let's do it.
We made this at work today. You've done this before, haven't you?
I've done this once, and it was pretty bootleg as well, so...
How do we get to the spirit world?
So I believe you start with a little welcoming. Just say, hey guys, we're not here to cause any trouble. Not here to cause a disturbance, but if you'd love to be with us right now...
We come in peace.
We just want to connect Tom with his great-great-great-grandfather.
Now, what, we put our fingers on the cup.
We'll ask a question.
Is anybody there? Well, that was lackluster.
What cell are you from?
No, what other questions? Do you like the Tom and Callum breakfast show?
Yeah! One Ghost fan.
Alright, see you later, Ghost. We're signing off.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. She's a bit late. Yeah. That's what you get when you have a ghost named after a cocktail. They're just a bit, they're a bit woozy. They come in a bit late, a bit hungover. That's what we can expect. You know?
Bloody Mary, she's a drunk.
Yeah. she'll come a bit red-eyed in about an hour.
Bottom line, she's at the pub waiting for us.
We wanted to use Alison's technology to communicate with the dead, so we each put on a pair of headphones and would relay all the messages we could hear on the radio frequency. Alison would ask all the questions, and we'd respond with whatever we hear.
And I was up first to try the headphones.
Can somebody tell me who's in this room? It's hard to reach.
Should we start?
Way out, there are still... Baby, help me. Gunshots. Get out immediately, being crushed. On the road.
What gunshots?
Keep the death rate.
Next was my go, but I had a little bit of a less creepy turn of events. What?
Ask some questions. Is there someone here you want to talk to?
I'm pretty sure this is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, we know Alison is very fond of ghosts, but we wanted to see how fond is she of famous ghosts with a little game called Smash or Pass. Pretty much, would you hook up with the famous ghost, or would you give them the flick?
First ghost, Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he's a bit slimy.
Yeah.
Slimy character.
How about, let's go Freddy Krueger.
Hey, Nancy! No running in the hallway.
Not as slimy. A bit sharp, isn't it?
Bit sharp.
You'd have to be rather careful around it.
It is quick as nails, for sure.
Alright, what about Obi-Wan Kenobi as a Force ghost from Star Wars? Hello there.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. He was quite handsome in his
Yeah.
younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go pass for that. The younger one.
Pass?
No, not pass. What's the other one?
Smash.
Smash.
Yeah,
There you
yeah. How
Smash.
about Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense?
I see dead people.
Oh no, Bruce Willis is nice. Yeah, Smash. Love you, Bruce. Love your work.
Before we left Alison, we wanted to get a bit more of an idea of all the tours she does with Haunted Horizons, because there's so many, plus get one more creepy story for the road.
We have 7 different locations. We have Tailem Town, we have Adelaide Arcade,
Yep.
Adelaide Zoo, National Railway Museum, Zedward, Brenbar, Homestead. I think that's it. I might have...
Alison, which one of all of those places do you think is the creepiest spot for all our ghost lovers out there?
They're all very different, but for me, and the most popular ones would be Tailem and Zedward.
What's one of the creepiest stories from one of those places?
Tailem. So I was doing a tour one night and I literally watched somebody walk through the door, as in through the entry. We all heard somebody walk in. 2 of us saw them because I'm standing looking at the door it walked through. And then it went into the back corner and I actually say, which you hear on the video, somebody asked me what was that and I said, that's just my guide coming in, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I said, that's just you, Ash, isn't it? Got no answer. Ash, that is you. And yeah, so I basically called out to Ash, no answer. He got my torch, shone it to the back corner where I saw it go, just nobody there. I know what I saw coming through. It was a solid person. It was like looking at a solid silhouette of the person coming in.
So there you go. If you want to have a ghost story for yourself to share at the campfire, just head to Haunted Horizons.
Or even come to our YouTube channel. Go around the world. Come and see what we get up to.